Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another fine episode of Garbage Time. Uncles, forgot to blur out my screen. Let's see here. Let's see what we're watching in the background.
Professional.
Very professional. Anyways, welcome back, like I said, to another episode of Garbage Time. I am Zach, a.k.a. the soggiest of boys. With me today, I have Drew, a.k.a. Mr. Drew Chains.
Yo.
I've always wanted to ask this, Drew, but does your chain, in fact, hang low?
Oh, or does it, in fact... You know where it hangs.
Chain hang to my ding-a-lang.
Mm-hmm.
Confirmed? Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure. I mean, we could work on that, but
that's what we're known for at this point, dude.
Motherfucking shit. Yeah, I know. That's a good point. Holy shit. When I thought week 1 couldn't get any better, well, I mean, it could probably a little better, but week 2 football, holy crap.
What a time to be alive.
Insane. Oh. Yeah. Careful, another copyright.
I was about to do it.
Be alive. What are we drinking? Anyways, yeah. So, I mean, where do we even start with this? I mean, it's such a loaded week. So many good games, comebacks, upsets. I mean, it's so hard to pick these games this entire week. We could talk about every single game, and for the most part, some aspect was overly entertaining. I mean, hell, even the Bills.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
What's that?
There was a dud or two. Not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, the Broncos-Texans game was a snooze fest. Absolutely. But I mean, it's a good storyline. Russell Wilson's garbage after signing that big contract.
Oh my God, it's fucking bad. It's bad.
Yeah, maybe you should stop picking Russell Wilson as your fantasy boom of the week, Drew. Maybe that's why.
Get ready for this week, boy.
Oh my God, great. Here he comes again. Anyways. Jeez. Let's just start right on it. Let's go game of the week, Drew. What was your game of the week?
My game of the week last week. Ooh, baby boy, was there a lot to pick from. But I had to go with my boy, Joe Flacco, leading just the illest comeback against the Cleveland Browns. Oh, what a heartbreaker. Lost me my fucking pool, but hey, that was entertaining, dude. That was damn impressive. Just, wow. Onside kick worked. Can't fucking believe that shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think we're gonna see that,
of course, the Browns.
In the season.
But
always the Browns.
I mean, always the Browns. Yeah, I mean, I have a list of, I mean, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games that I could have picked for my game of the week.
Yep. That
just kind of tells you the week of football we've had so far. So, actually, so far it's already over. My God, don't know what I'm talking about. I have to say, if it wasn't for this game, I would have picked Arizona and Las Vegas because that was insane.
Yeah, it was.
Insane. Kyler Murray on that last drive was an absolute magician. They didn't deserve to win that ball game, and yet they still found a way to do it. Hunter Renfrow is a bum.
That was another game that
poor guy has a concussion. Praying for his recovery. You're still a bum. You fumbled the ball twice.
Oh my God, yeah, twice. That was
on the same drive.
Like
ball don't
2
lie.
plays later, if even that.
Yep.
On the most important drive of the game by far.
Yeah, I know. And not to mention Arizona had the ball, and they had to punt.
Yep.
Like you had every opportunity. All you needed to do was get 20 more yards, kick field goal, and it's over. And you have one of the best kickers in the game, Daniel Carlson.
And I mean, the storyline of that game has to be that Arizona held Davante Adams to 2 catches.
Yeah,
that's
very true.
Just ridiculous.
And I mean, does Arizona really have that good of a secondary beyond their safeties?
Not really, no.
Particularly, right? So, I mean, again, you're absolutely right. It's an impressive story, and definitely the storyline of the game as far as that goes. Limiting the big play abilities of their wide receivers and their tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
Tight ends. I mean, I'm still dumbfounded by it. Holding Davante Adams to 2 catches, making Hunter Renfrow give up costly game losing mistakes. I mean, you just don't see that.
No,
you just don't.
No,
so,
weird
but
stuff.
if it was not for Miami against Baltimore, I would have picked that game.
Dude.
Are you serious?
Dude.
Was that even a game? Was that real life? I thought I was watching Madden at the end. It was nuts.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about that game. Holy shit. First of all, the Ravens look fantastic for the first 3 quarters. And Lamar looks like Lamar. His arm looks better than ever, in my opinion. And he can still run that football like no other quarterback ever. And that Ravens defense needs some work, clearly.
Mm-hmm. But it's also injured, but it doesn't
injured. But who the hell would have expected fucking 170 plus yards and 2 touchdowns out of both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle? Tua going over 460,
terrifying.
6 in the air. I mean, dude, that's just fucking wild.
That was crazy. It was absolutely insane.
Through 2 weeks, Tua has I think he's got almost 750 passing yards, which is 100 more yards than the next leading passer in the league.
Again, this is what happens when you have Tyreek Hill in your offense. This is what happens.
It's Tua. Who would have thought? The arm's there, I guess, dude. Shit.
It really is, I guess. I mean, well, I just think it was funny. I was watching a video, and the comment said, if you play this in reverse.
Oh, if you flip the thing and make him a righty,
it makes him a righty. He looks like Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
And it's really not that far off.
Well, it's because when you look at him from the left, you can see him throwing the ball. You can see his hands. You can see his motion. But then it flips it so his back is towards you.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but I don't know. I think it's funny because we're just not used to a left-handed quarterback. We're not used to seeing that and seeing it come to fruition so much as 6 touchdowns and 450 yards. I mean, you just don't see it.
Right.
So, and I think it's such a foreign concept to people because most people are right-handed. That's just a general statement. Most people are. And most NFL quarterbacks are right-handed. Most offenses are geared towards right-handed quarterbacks. I mean, if you have a screenplay, Drew, which way is the screen going? Towards the throwing arm or away from the throwing arm?
Towards.
No, away.
Towards. I'm going.
Why would it go towards? Go away so you could put the ball out. Usually it goes away, no?
The fuck do you mean?
What?
Why would you throw it away from your throwing arm? Why would you throw it
I guess you're right.
Your body?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, never mind. Anyways, I was thinking aspect this way. I was thinking in terms of left. But anyways, yes.
Yeah.
You throw it to the closer side.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when you
that's what I meant. Yeah, that's the
instead of whoop. Boop.
Right. But okay, that's the point.
Boop.
But my point is the entire offense has to be rerouted through a left-handed view. So, it's little nuances here and there, but it just looks weird. It looks different. No, but it just looks different. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that hard to switch plays around like that, but it looks different. It's a different product on the field, and people are not used to it. And that's just kind of how that's just the reality of things,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, definitely haven't seen many prominent left-handed quarterbacks, and even less so that are pure passers like Tua. So,
exactly. I mean, the most prominent one, I think, maybe, that's it. Michael Vick.
That's really all I can think of, to be honest with you.
One good year of Tim Tebow when he went 9-7 and knocked off the Steelers in the playoffs. But, I mean, that's really about it. That's all I can think of. So, I mean, I just think, I think that video specifically, and kind of watching him, and
he looks damn good.
He really looked damn good. He did. I mean, the Ravens kind of gave up in the end, but an amazing game nonetheless.
Fucking coverages that they let slip. I mean, they were arguing with each other. Yeah. Did you also see the video of them mic'd up talking about Tyreek Hill?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, it was
I missed
fucking
that.
priceless. I forget which defenders specifically we're talking. It wasn't a great view of like who they were, but it was like, oh dude, the fucking hardest people to guard are the ones that don't run like naturally. Like he's like, my man's Tyreek's out here like and when you watch Tyreek, he has a lot of shoulder movement in his running. He
Yeah,
uses his whole body. It's fucking
that's
wild.
that's true. That's true. He does. I
Yeah.
mean,
And then
that's the thing.
someone else said he was built like their thumb, and it was great.
He is built like a thumb, but he's a
Just
really
kind of
fast
a
thumb. He's
Just
a
a
really
wee bit
fast
of
thumb.
thumbness.
Yeah,
But hey,
I know. The hair doesn't help though. The hair is what really like kind of looks like the nail crowning over.
I know. Oh, dude, but Miami, those receivers are fucking terrifying. My lord. It's a
yeah.
Hey, James. How you doing,
Oh,
baby
yeah,
boy?
we got comments. Hey, Drew, you can run the comments for us if you'd like. Now that you have access to it.
Woo woo.
But anyways, yes, my game of the week, Miami Baltimore, amazing game to watch. I mean, just everything coming from that game, amazing. It's going to be really exciting to see kind of where both of those teams go. Oh my God, stop! Oh, is that you? Did you comment that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, did he like pop in to like comment that and then
No.
hop off? Like what?
I did that. That's
anyways,
me.
let's move on. Let's go to our blowout watch, blowout alert. Whatever. Blowout watch, fine. We'll call it blowout watch.
Sure.
I mean,
it's not really a watch. It already happened.
I mean,
we already watched it happen.
I know. I gotta figure out these freaking banners every time I do them. But anyways, blowout watch.
Blowout review.
Yeah, sure. Buffalo Bills good. It's so good. They're so good.
We know.
Did you see the score? Did you just see the score? Yeah.
Oh, we saw the score.
Yeah, they're good. That's all I have to say. Yeah. It was what?
Well,
41
good,
to
and
17
the Titans
or 10 or 17?
Bad. Titans are very,
They're
very bad.
They're so bad.
But
Derrick Henry don't know where he is.
He has
suffered.
He suffered for the fact that they lost AJ Brown 100%. Because I will never understand the move of getting rid of your only weapon on offense that isn't Derrick Henry. Why?
But they have Robert.
That's not a rhetorical question. I'm waiting for you to tell me why.
Oh, like I have the answer for you? Because I don't.
Like, their offense is so one-dimensional at this point. Ryan Tannehill is a fucking nub.
Anyone could have told you that. I don't care. It doesn't matter. 12-4 season. Good job. Good for you.
Dude, AJ Brown really is that dude. He made Ryan Tannehill look good.
I just think it's really funny because this is a great segue to your blowout game, right, Drew?
It sure
is big. Yeah, it is. Because he be that dude. Because AJ Brown has been lighting it up. He'd be lighting it up.
You know who else be that dude? Who I have not given enough credit? Jalen motherfucking Hurts. Oh, man. He got that dog. 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 through the air. I mean, can this man be stopped? I don't know. He's terrifying. I hate him.
The Eagles are a sneaky team. When they get good, it's tough. I mean,
and that defense is rock solid.
Yeah.
Fucking made Justin Jefferson disappear.
Darius Slay had a hell of a night against Justin Jefferson. Hell of a night.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what the Packers should have did with Jair Alexander.
I don't want to talk about that. Let's move on.
I'm only pointing out that if they put Jair on Justin Jefferson,
Joe Barry and his stupid fucking refusal to stray from zone defense. It's fine. Whatever.
Just saying.
Dude, just find a fucking defense where everybody else plays zone and you just let Jair cover Justin Jefferson. It's not that hard. Take one guy off the rush. I don't care.
2-man under. I don't know.
Literally anything but what happened. All right. Anything.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God. I know they have zone man, hybrid coverages and stuff. They could. It does exist. They could do it, but
They could have done it.
I don't know how well it would have worked, but
hey, Jack Alexander. And if like that doesn't work, put Eric Stokes on him, I guess, for speed factors. If Jair can't keep up for whatever reason, that shouldn't happen. But dude, the Packers fucking secondary's got all the speed in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Kevin King does in fact have all
Fuck
the speed
Kevin
in the
King.
world.
He's gone. Peace. Bye. Never fucking touching a football again in his life.
Scotty Miller. That's all I have to say.
Fuck
Anyways,
Scotty.
let's let's move on. Let's go to your upset alert. Who got upset this week, Drew? And I know you're going with the obvious one, which is perfect because I went with the less obvious one.
I mean, I don't even know if we should call it an upset. I guess we should have seen it coming. Indy hasn't been able to win in Jacksonville in literal years, almost a decade at this point, I think, and they play them every single year. So that's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, Indy's bad. I don't know why. Matt Ryan has regressed horrifically in the last 2 years.
And not to mention the guy that they traded for last year and traded away this year is the fourth best quarterback in the league so far this year.
Yeah, dude, Carson Wentz up in Washington be looking good.
Not bad.
Good.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I hate it.
But then again, what teams have they played though? Let's bring them down to earth here. What teams have they played?
Well, they played. I'm gonna need some help, Zach.
The Lions and the Panthers.
Okay, well, the Panthers' defense is fucking good, so. Me fucking good.
Yeah, whatever. Agree to disagree. But anyways, I'll go into my upset. How about a Dakless Cowboys team being able to beat Joe Burrow and the Bengals? I mean, not that anyone really gives Cooper Rush any credit, but I mean, he played well enough to win the game.
I think that's a big product of the fact that he has been the backup quarterback there for a while now. He knows that system very well. And it's a system that's not designed around a stellar quarterback because I'm sorry, Dak's really not a stellar quarterback. But yeah, I don't see any reason that Cooper Rush shouldn't be able to step into that offense and at least manage games. He's got ridiculous weapons, especially when Michael Gallup gets back. He'll have a solid-ass team. Tony Pollard can carry half the load on his own. They need to move Zeke like yesterday, but
yeah, they need to get rid of him. It's high time.
Look, I love
Tony Pollard.
I've always loved Zeke, but
I mean, of course, but
Tony Pollard is just itching to get the fuck into that offense as RB1.
I know he is. Just look at his runs. He's so explosive.
Oh my God.
He's way more explosive than Zeke is. Zeke needs a new team. He needs a fresh start. It's just he's been stuck there. He was the focus of the offense for the first 2 years. I mean, I feel like everything was going fine until Dak just kind of blew up and was Dak Prescott and won Rookie of the Year and kind of just took everything from Zeke, and Zeke hasn't been the same since. I mean, it really hasn't.
That, and I mean, he got hurt. Of course, it's been a rough run for Zeke, and I think you're right. I think having to kind of take back seat to Dak was a blow because he
was expecting to be the guy, and not that having a quarterback that comes in and plays well above expectations and kind of takes over the team is a bad thing by any sense, but
but then it's hard, and then they bring in a guy like Amari Cooper, and then they brought in all these weapons and it shifted the focus even more away from Zeke. Because even when Dak was there, he was still feeding Zeke. Zeke was getting a lot of those targets and a lot of rushing attempts. But once they brought in more receivers and diversified the offense, it all kind of fell apart.
There's a lot of factors that go behind it, but I mean, I agree. But anyways, that's I think that's our week 2. I mean, there's not much else we can say about it other than if you're not watching football, you need to be, because the first 2 weeks have been incredible.
It's been wild.
They really have. I mean,
what a ride.
I mean, we have a division that has 1 win combined. We have. I sent you that, right?
Yep.
There are
AFC South, dude. Oh my god.
6 NFL teams that have more wins than the entire AFC South division. 6. And that's not counting the amount of teams that have the same wins as them, because that's like another 10 teams. So yeah, the AFC South is garbage.
Mind you, the teams have played each other more than once. That 1 win did come from a divisional game.
Right.
But don't forget that the fucking Texans played the Colts. That happened.
Right. And that was a tie. So, right. But here's another fact. Here's another little fact for you. The AFC East, like flip side of that, the AFC East is the best division in football right now. They're 5-1 against outer divisional opponents. Yeah. Sorry, non-divisional. I don't know why I said outer, but non-divisional opponents. Outer divisional. Yeah. But I mean, that's phenomenal. I'm thinking, it's probably the Jets and the Ravens. That must be it.
Mm-hmm.
That's so loud. It's okay. Sorry, Dom's playing a video. It was really loud. But anyways, let's move on. Let's go to our video segment. Let's go to Best in Show here. Boda's Best. Got 2 videos. One from me, one from Drew. Drew, if you would like to do the honors, you absolutely can. Give us a little description of your clip here. What's going on?
Sure. All right. So a guy who is going to be, I think, taking on a lot more of the old running back / receiving load in San Fran, my boy D-Bo, or should I call him D-Bro, Ken Ankles.
Here he is, trying to make a man miss in space, and Taylor, and does, and has the first down. And Deebo Samuel is inside the 25 of the Seahawks.
My man's turned nothing into something, and then some.
Who was on coverage on that? Do you know?
I don't know, fucking Seattle.
All right, well, he's on the IR. I don't care if he's hurt or not. He's on IR.
Sit your ass down.
Sit your fucking ass down. You're garbage.
I'm done.
Yeah, terrible. Anyways, let's go to my clip for the week. Sorry, James. Literally, the title of my clip is Sorry, James.
To get 10 for the Jets. Flacco over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. The Jets trying to pull a miracle comeback. 15-yard strike from Flacco. What a route by the young rookie. Watch how in stride this ball is, on time and in rhythm. He just quickly snaps it across.
What a nice little toss from Joey Flacco.
It was fantastic. I got 2 things for you on this video. 1, why does he overpronounce his N's like that? Garrett Wilson.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, I don't know. And 2, like, I couldn't tell if he just like wasn't that excited about it, or if he was in just utter disbelief and shock that it he didn't allow excitement to show in his voice. Because once he caught the touchdown, he's like, Garrett Wilson, touchdown, New York Jets. It's like, what?
You didn't believe it for a minute.
I honestly, truly in my heart believe that's what it was, because no one in their right mind would believe that that's actually happening to the New York Jets. No one. Just no one.
That thing doesn't happen.
No.
Jets.
I mean, again, the Browns. But
fair.
It is also the Jets. So it's kind of like good luck, bad luck situation outweighs each other. And apparently the good luck of the Jets and the bad luck of the Browns just had good luck this week.
Ever had good luck.
What are you talking about?
At least since 1954.
Yeah. Hey, they had a good year of Rex Ryan.
All right. 2010 fucking Rex Ryan, Mark Sanchez does not count.
Don't forget.
I guess that is the definition of luck, though.
I mean, they did have that insane Darrell year too, so
yeah,
that's
true,
awesome.
but still.
Hey, what about Chad Pennington, Drew? You can't forget about my man Chad. All right. Yeah, no, please forget about him. He was awful.
Bum ass shoulder.
Yeah, he bummed as fuck. Anyways, thanks for tuning in for Boda's Best, our little video segment to break up our show here. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on to next week, Drew, or should I say, literally this week, as of 20 minutes from now.
Well, more like 40. That's when we get our kickoff.
I thought it was 8:15.
Yeah, that's 34 minutes from now.
Whatever. All right. But the numbers on my phone blend into the background, so I couldn't see.
Mine too. That's why I use my computer numbers.
Yeah, good point. All right. Well, Drew.
Me.
Go. Game of the week. For
Go.
This week, week 3. We gonna have another good week of football, or are we gonna settle down a little bit? What do you think?
Oh, it's gonna settle down a little bit. I'm feeling like this week. I don't love the slate. This week I'm going with. I mean, it should be Green Bay, Tampa Bay, but the Battle of the Bays. But I don't think they have any receivers playing on either side, so we'll see how that goes. Did you see that?
Yeah, they're all hurt, right?
Alan Lazard, Sammy Watkins, and Christian Watson were all limited in practice, or did not practice today. And then I think it was Mike Evans is suspended, and I think it was Chris Godwin and Julio both
are out. Yeah, I saw that. Hey, they signed Cole Beasley. They still have Brashad Perriman and Russell Gage. They're fine.
Yeah, we have Romeo Dobbs and Amari Rodgers. Woo!
Yeah, that's bad.
Woo! Aaron Jones ain't gonna be in the backfield at all. He's gonna be lining up wide.
He's gonna have to. I mean, you probably have guys on the practice squad.
Oh, AJ Dillon, baby.
That's bad. That's bad. But
it's gonna be a rough game.
Drew, I'm not gargling the Bills nuts.
Oh, I'm not done yet. That would be my game of the week. I didn't tell you what my actual game of the week is.
Damn it!
Fuck you.
Well, at least I get to.
By the way, I think it's going to be a fun game.
What is?
Lions Vikings. I think that's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I think so too. I like that. I saw that on there, and it's obviously week 3, and the Lions are what they are right now.
Yep. A damn game this early in the season. What the fuck is
hard.
this?
It's hard not to look at the Lions and like where they are, especially with Dan Campbell. I mean, he is that guy. He's that
I
dude.
really like the Lions.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
It's hard not to like them. I mean, they have a good, solid team.
Yep.
Underdog quarterback and Jared Goff. I mean, obviously
they got my old boy Jamal.
I love Jamal Williams.
Oh my god, so what a dude! What a dude! I miss him. I miss him a lot.
He was great.
Right up there, right behind Devontae, but a good distance behind Devontae.
I'm glad we're setting our boundaries. I miss him a lot, just not as much as Devontae, but like a lot. Just not as much, but like a lot. Like a good chunk. Like if we're talking about miles, like 5 miles behind, but like yeah.
Number 3, Micah Hyde, easy, but
yeah, I mean, well, that one, that's obvious. But when was the last time Micah Hyde was on the Packers?
Oh god, it's been years.
Yeah, exactly.
Many years.
I mean, at least that one's still a little fresh.
Yeah.
All right, but Vikings, Lions. Okay, I like that. I respect that. I like that game. Again, not gargling the Bills, but how could you not want to sit down and watch Bills Dolphins this week? How could you not want to sit down and watch that? Let me tell you a story. Come
Keep on gargling, boy.
Come sit down with Papa Zachy here. Let me tell you a story. All right, you have 2 of the NFL's best quarterbacks up to this week playing each other. 2 of the best offenses and arguably 2 of the best defenses. How could you not want to watch that? Plus, it's a divisional matchup. Please. Argue with me. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, just one of these days, pick a game other than the Bills game for one of your fucking picks.
Listen, what did I pick last week?
I'm sure you picked them in a blowout.
Oh, I picked them to blow out the Titans, but I mean, it's obvious. I didn't pick them for game of the week.
Yeah, I know, but you keep picking them for shit. You're picking them to blow Titans.
Well, you know what? Fucking sue me. Sue my ass
I'm
for
sure
them
you
being
picked
so
them.
good, Drew.
I'm sure you picked it for your game of the week, week 1. Fuck you, Zach. You know you picked Bills Rams. Stop it.
No, I did. No. Nope. That was Chris. He picked Bills Rams. I picked something different. I don't remember what it was, but I know I did. I have the audio proof to prove you wrong. You little piece of shit. Don't come at me. Check the replay.
Fuck you and fuck the Bills.
Check the replay.
You check the fucking replay.
All right. Here's the real blowout watch. Fucking get on that shit. Blowout watch. The Colts gonna die. The Colts gonna fucking die, Drew.
It's gonna be bad.
They're playing
Travis
the Chiefs.
Kelce, 165 yards, 2 tutties.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a baseline. I oh my god.
It is a bad time.
They played.
Man, let me tell you.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, no, the Colts are gonna get their doors blown out. I mean, it's not gonna be pretty at all. They're at least 35 points at the half, at least.
I don't know if it's gonna be that bad, but it's gonna be bad.
Oh, I think it's gonna be real bad.
35. They're gonna be down by 35.
Drew.
The Chiefs are gonna have 35.
They're gonna be down by 35.
Oh my god.
Drew, you have to understand the Colts offense has scored what? Let's see. What did they score the first game? 20 points? What did they score the second game? A fat 0 against the Jaguars? And they're playing the Chiefs? Yeah. No. They're going to be down by 35 at the half.
But aren't they at home? Are they at home?
Because that mattered against the Texans?
Well, I mean, hey, it's better than going to Jacksonville, apparently. They are at home, by the way. So
They are, in fact, at home. I don't care.
I think they'll score.
I mean, we'll see. But, yeah, no, it's going to be real bad.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that.
No, I mean, hey, whatever. Good for you, Colts, going 0-3, being the worst team in that division.
They are 0-1-1 currently.
Is it possible that division still only has one win after this week? I want to let's dive into this. New breakout segment. How bad is the AFC going to be come like week 8? Because I think that they're going to have a collective 6 wins.
I think the Texans are going to lose to the Bears. The Colts are definitely going to lose to the Chiefs. Where are the Jaguars? Jaguars are going to lose to the Chargers. And the Titans. I think the Titans will lose to the Raiders.
Yeah.
They should. Theoretically. They should theoretically get whooped by the Raiders, to be honest with you.
They should. The Raiders need to take out their
need to not be the fucking Raiders.
Yeah, I know, no kidding. It's been brutal. Anyways, so basically 4 losses across the board.
That's what it's seeming like.
4. What it looks like, right? You could be shocked and they could all win, but that's never going to happen. But yeah, anyways, AFC South garbage. Colts gonna get blown out. Drew, what's your game?
Oh, it's the game that's happening. Oh wait. Blowout. Sorry. Sunday night. Russ getting spanked. Sorry. Jimmy G is going to take the reins of that team and lead it like he has never led it before. Deebo Samuel is going to destroy every shred of hope you have to live. It's going to be bad. I think their defense is going to absolutely demolish Denver's offense. It's going to be terrible.
They've looked like garbage against the Seahawks and the Texans.
Yeah.
So, yes, I also agree with you. I think the 49ers are going to absolutely shred the Broncos this week.
Yep.
I mean, where is Cortland Sutton? Why is that connection not paying off?
I mean,
what I
he
mean?
had a decent week last week.
but it's not paying off. Having a decent week and paying off are two different things. It's not paying off. Sure, they won the game last week, but were you convinced that, okay, they're going to right the ship and they're going to be fine?
Absolutely.
No, God, no. Honestly, I felt worse even after winning that game than I did week 1.
Just the fact that they struggled that hard was pretty bad.
I know.
Pretty not good.
I mean, a lot of people had the AFC West, all 4 teams going to the playoffs, and it looks like there's only going to be, there's most likely going to be 2.
Yeah.
But if the Broncos and the Raiders can't turn their shit around, neither of them are going to the playoffs.
And the Broncos at least don't look like they have any shot in hell. The
No,
Raiders are right there. The Raiders can do it. They just need to fucking not be the Raiders, which is kind of not possible. So
that's true, and yeah, that's fair. And also, Josh McDaniels' head coaching career track record is not great.
Why the fuck does he try?
I don't know. I just wish he would come back to the Patriots.
It's where he belongs, dude.
He's a phenomenal offensive coordinator, but he's such a goddamn bad head coach.
Why didn't he just
so bad?
He would have been next in line after Belichick. What the hell is wrong with him?
I don't know, but now they have some fucking fat Matt Patricia coaching our goddamn offense, and it's awful.
Dude, if Matt Patricia ends up as your head coach when Belichick retires, I will cry.
I don't want that.
I know nobody wants that.
I never want to be that close to being Detroit ever in my life. And I physically mean the city of Detroit. I don't need that shit.
No, we're going to be pretty close to Detroit next week, though.
Well, we are. But
physically.
Yeah, actually. We just have to block off some of the streets. We won't talk about this on live air because I don't want to offend people, but fuck Detroit, bro.
Fuck.
Literally can't have shit, Detroit. Can't have shit. All right, let's go to our upset watch.
This online because I don't want to offend anyone, but
fuck Detroit, bro. All right, let's go to our upset, Drew. You're about to talk about the game that is about to happen.
I am about to indeed. Yes,
give it to us.
Steelers gonna go into Cleveland and just upset Browns fans just a little bit more. I'm sorry, James, but your team's not going to be able to recover from a devastating Joe Flacco dagger. That leaves a lasting impact, let me tell you. Yeah,
it really does, honestly. I mean,
I just think the Steelers defense is too good, dude. They're gonna be...
They are. Is TJ's not back though, right?
No, but even without him, they are a unit.
They are a unit, but I worry about like setting the edge and such, especially with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. I mean, it's Jacoby Brissett. He's serviceable. He's gonna do the job. Yeah. But I don't know. At 1-2 tandem, man, it's a strong punch, especially with the defense that doesn't have TJ Watt. So
it's rough, but they're gonna be all right. They got serious linebackers over there, dude.
Oh, they do, yeah.
Miles Jack and Devin Bush. Woo-wee.
I know. Huge pickup. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll give you my upset for this week. And I'm going to continue with another Bengals take. The Jets are going to beat the Bengals this week. The Jets are going to come out and take care of business at
Magic Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco looked good. I think the Bengals are lost. The Jets have made some improvements on defense, and I don't know. I can see it. The Jets beat the Bengals last season. It happened. And that was when the Bengals were good, and the Jets were worse.
That's when the Bengals were good.
They ain't good this year, I'll tell you that.
They sure as hell ain't.
They're not.
No thirty.
Can't score a lot of points if your quarterback's on his ass 95% of the time.
Oh my God, poor Joe Burrow. Oh my.
I know. It worked for last year because no one could stop Jamar Chase.
Right.
But now that teams are figuring him out, it's nearly impossible to get a ball anywhere. I mean, and you have so many options. Hayden Hurst, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase.
All Mixon. I know is Joe Burrow's life expectancy is dropping significantly every Sunday.
This poor man has to be the next Andrew Luck.
Yeah, he's going to be if
he really is.
It's so sad. Fast. It's terrible.
Like, because if he had a solid offensive line, they would easily be going like 13-3 because that team.
They wouldn't have lost these games if they had a solid offensive line.
Well, that's the point, right? Like the first 2 games, they've only given up 20 points. Or 20, I guess technically 23 because they should have won the first game. That was completely on the kicker, and offensive line. This second game, they did make a comeback and could have won that game. Had every opportunity to. Dallas marches down the field, makes a good play, kicks the game-winning field goal. So it's not to say that they're not a terrible team. The team itself is quite good.
Mm-hmm.
But their offensive line is so bad that it's affecting literally every aspect of their offense.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't win a game if your defense is giving up 20 points a game and you can't score more than 17.
Right.
It's not feasible. Obviously, mathematically, it doesn't work. But, last year they were scoring, 28, 30 plus points a game? Like, there you go. That's how you win ball games. Yeah. But can't drive down the field, can't have sustained drives. And it makes your defense wear out way more if your offense doesn't have the ball. It's just facts. It's just facts.
I just don't understand how you can actively go into the offseason and say, we're going to improve our offensive line, and then it comes out way worse. I just don't get it. It's weird.
I don't know what it is. I mean, more or less, what I think it is they got a bunch of pieces to put to patch, but they didn't gel them together. It doesn't feel like a cohesive unit.
Right.
It feels like a bunch of separate, decent and good pieces that they have, but it doesn't feel like a unit. So they need to figure out how to be a unit if they want to win ball games, because going 0-2 is not a good start, especially when the Bills and the Chiefs and the Chargers and now the Dolphins are all in the same conference. I mean, if this was the Ravens. And the Ravens. I mean, if this was the NFC, sure, you'd have a chance because some of the playoff teams aren't as strong. Come on, really? You're gonna tell me no on that?
I mean, hey, we got the Rams and the Bucks and the 49ers and the us.
Right, and that leaves 3 playoff spots open.
And the Eagles are good.
All right, the Eagles are okay. Fine. Eagles are good too, so that's 5. That still leaves 2 spots. But
Dallas's defense is fucking crazy good.
Well, Dallas's defense is good, and when they get Dak Prescott, they'll be fine. But my point is that you have the Packers, the Rams, the Bucks, who are they're going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the 49ers, who could be there, couldn't be there.
Minnesota.
Depends on how. Okay, Minnesota's still fringe.
Yeah.
But if I was to put the Bengals as they are right now, I would put them over the Cowboys and over the Vikings.
The Bengals just lost to the Cowboys.
Exactly. I'd still put them over them because Dak is hurt.
They just lost to a Dakless Cowboys.
It doesn't matter. It's their offensive line. They're gonna have to figure it out at some point.
Okay.
Listen, the Bengals have an overall better team. End of story. That is it. Come on, seriously. They do.
I don't know that that's true.
I think it's true.
I know.
Anyways, back to my original point. The Bengals suck. They're going to lose to the Jets this week. I know. I was waiting to catch up.
Only we could actively do what we just did.
No, but I mean, but
defend the Bengals and be like, all right, back to my point. The Bengals suck.
It's their offensive line. Their offensive line is the main issue. It's causing all of their other issues. If they can fix that, they're going to start to gel. They'll be fine. Out of basically every team that is struggling so much, the Bengals, you can pinpoint, say, this is exactly what we need to fix, and we will be fine. So do I think they're going to lose to the Jets? Absolutely, because I don't think that they're going to start to gel yet. But I think they'll still be fine. I still think they'll win the division. Because I'm just expecting Lamar to drop off halfway through the season again, like he's done for the past 3 seasons. So, sorry, he looks phenomenal right now, but one injury, his offense is one injury away from him going back to being normal. So, that's my upset watch. Got 15 minutes, Drew. Let's kick it with some fantasy.
Fantasy. What position would you like to hear about, Zachy, me boy?
Let's talk about quarterbacks.
QBs. All right. So I got 2 booms and 2 busts for you.
Wow, you got 2 this week?
Little extra sauce on the QBs this week. Yes, sir.
Well, give it to me.
So, number 1, I think the big bust, or the big boom, this week for quarterback is going to be Mr. Matthew Stafford. Mr.
Okay.
Stafford.
Yeah.
Playing against the Arizona Cardinals,
Mm-hmm.
who have looked abysmal, especially against the pass. It has not been pretty in Arizona. That secondary. Other than Isaiah Simmons, everyone else looks kind of dookie. So, yeah, Matthew Stafford. But also, in our boom category here, watch out for Lamar this week. Lamar's sneaky good against the Patriots in his 2 games that he's played against them so far in his career. And the Ravens looking pretty hot, so get ready for a little Lamar action.
That's true, but I would be very careful with Lamar, especially with how the Patriots have actually played on defense so far this season.
Yeah, I'm telling you he's going to do good, though, so fuck you.
And I'm telling you that you need to watch out because the Patriots defense held Tua to 13 points the first week.
Lamar's going to do good this week.
And look what he just did to the Ravens defense.
Lamar's going to do good this week.
All right.
Your 2 busts are, in fact, Tua.
Yeah, I can see that.
Going up against the number 1 ranked defense against quarterbacks on the year, the Buffalo Bills. And at the very least, it's going to be a significant step down from last week. If it's not a total bust, it won't be what it was last week.
You can't expect it to be, though. I
No.
mean, you can't. That's not sustainable. Scoring 6 touchdowns.
Right. Easy bust.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. So, I mean, that's like a given.
And then we got to do it to him this week. Russ.
Yeah.
Bust. Total bust. Fucking for the year. Russell Wilson. Bust. Put that man on the bench. Shouldn't have got rid of Drew Lock. Fuck you.
Damn. He really did it to him. I said do it to him. And he did it.
Fucking.
He fucking did it.
Throat, my boy.
He did it.
The throat.
He fucking did it.
All right, let's move on to running backs. This week is finally Derrick Henry's week. He's going to get a Raiders team. And again, really no other options. So give it to Derrick. The Raiders look rough. Going to score some points for once this year. We're going to hit another Bronco with it. Javonte Williams going to have a rough week rushing against San Fran's defense. And then wide receivers. Zach, this is a little game for you. You get to figure out who my wide receiver boom of the week is. His name is Devontae, but which one?
What? What other Devontaes are there?
Who do you think it is?
Well, let's just name them here. Devontae Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Parker.
Mm-hmm. So pick one.
So if you're asking me to pick one, it's clearly Devontae Parker.
Good job. You make that way more fucking complicated than it needed to be.
Well,
you could have just said Devontae Parker from the start, and we would have been fine.
No, that's okay. I want to make you work for it. Really, your boom this week is Devontae Parker. Okay.
Yes. I think Devontae's gonna have a nice little game. The Ravens secondary has been bad. They look really discombobulated.
Oh, they look so bad.
And they're giving up deep balls like it ain't nobody's business. So watch for Devontae down.
So bad.
All right. Wide receiver. We're going to do it. We're going to do it to Christian Kirk. Unfortunately, he's had a good couple weeks for the start of his career in Jacksonville, but this ain't going to be the week. Not going to do it.
Not the week?
Nope. Chargers defense has been good. Going to shut down Jacksonville this week. Sorry, Christian. I love you, my buddy, but not this time.
Not today.
Tight ends moving right along. I mean, obviously Travis Kelce is going to absolutely just wreck, but Tyler Higbee, watch him this week. Arizona's been just the worst against tight ends. And Matthew Stafford seems to really be looking Tyler's way a little bit more this year. So Tyler Higbee going to have a nice game, I think. And then I didn't really get this far, but we'll just kind of roll with it. Tight end bust this week. Give me Hawk again.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota's been looking pretty solid on that side of the ball. And then this should be easy. Your defense to play this week. We're going to roll with the Burrs. Play the Burrs. And then your defense to avoid.
Play the Chiefs. Play the Chiefs defense.
Also play the Chiefs defense. That's a solid pick. Very, very solid pick.
Mm-hmm.
And don't y'all be playing the don't y'all be there aren't I'm just gonna have to pick a bad team. Don't play the Titans defense. Don't do it.
I mean, no, definitely don't do that.
Don't
play the Vikings defense.
Ooh, I think the Lions are gonna have a little bit of a offensive
explosion. I think so.
Okay,
they've averaged over 30 points a game first two games.
It's true. Their offense looks fucking explosive, dude. They look good.
It does. And again, they played one really good team and one decent team. So I mean, it's not crazy to think that they wouldn't score that many points. They did put up 30 plus points on the Eagles, 35 actually, on that defense. So it's not far-fetched to think
we have a challenge to your statement here, Zach.
Why? Well, how many did they score last week?
Oh, no. Mr. Rob over here is saying play the Vikings.
Oh. Hey, Rob. No.
Damn, Rob, he told you.
No.
Went for the kill shot right off the bat.
Also, let's put aside our grievances, Rob. I miss you. Look into my eyes right
Rob.
now. Look right here. I miss you.
Look at
Look at me now. All right, cool. What about? Did you go over kickers? Did I miss that part? Or
I didn't.
I didn't think so.
Just play both the kickers in the Packers-Bucks game. Play Mason Crosby and
that's very true, right? Yeah, that's.
I don't even know who's kicking for Tampa these days. It's the same guy that's kicked for him for the last 3 years. Who it is? I'm bad. And who are we avoiding kicking the football this week? Stay away from whoever kicks for the Dolphins. I don't like
Jason Myers.
Yes, stay away from Jason Myers.
All right. Well, thank you for that lovely fantasy segment, Drew.
Rob, I don't miss you.
A lot of booms. A lot of. Oh, what did you say? Oh. 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 Everybody hurts.
To be fair, we have some potential at wide receiver. Let's call it potential.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this segment. After that heartbreak from Drew.
I'm not wrong.
You're not happy either. Welcome to This or That. It's a nice little segment where I give Drew the option to pick between two NFL players based on their stats. I did this with a little run with the boys, and it was definitely the way I thought it was going to pan out. So, Drew, I'm asking you now, this or that. Are you ready for player
please.
A? You ready for player A?
I'll take that.
For how much?
75 cents.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. All right. We have player A.
About 350.
These are in fact 2 quarterbacks. And I will be giving you passing yards, completions, touchdowns, interceptions, and completion percentage. Do you understand the assignment, sir?
Heard.
All right. Way to do that to me there. All right. Quarterback quarterback A. Number A. Anyways, this quarterback has thrown for 471 yards. He has completed 41 passes for a completion percentage of 57.8%. So not great, but he's thrown for 6 touchdowns to 1 interception. That is player A.
Okay.
Now, player B. Player B has thrown for 512 yards.
Okay.
They have completed 56 passes for a completion percentage of 72.7. But they've thrown 4 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. So, Drew, I ask you now, dis or dat?
Oh, you gotta give me dis.
Dis or dat? You're going with dis.
I'm going with dis.
All right, Drew. I'm going to, in good faith, I'm going to tell you who dat was. Not dis, who dat was. All right?
That sounds like Joe Flacco.
Really?
Yeah.
Dat sounds like Joe Flacco?
Yeah.
No. Dat is Matthew Stafford.
Oh, okay.
Now, take a guess as to who this is.
Dis, my first thought was Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my thought still.
So you think that dis is Patrick Mahomes?
Yes.
Incorrect.
Okay. Who
You
was
have one more guess. You have
I
one more
got
guess.
another guess.
Yeah, you can have another guess. Why not?
How
I don't
many
think in my heart don't think you're gonna guess it.
How many yards?
472 passing yards. 57. Yep, 6 TDs to 1 interception and a 57.3 completion percentage. I think, if I remember correctly, it's in the 57s.
Whoa.
It's a low completion percentage. Yep, it is. It's a lower completion percentage.
6 touchdowns. That's a lot of touchdowns.
But he's thrown 6 touchdowns in a lot fewer completions.
True. That's a lot of touchdowns.
That's only 1 less than Tua, the league leader. I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Is it Justin Herbert?
5, 4. No, it's not.
Fuck.
Drew, your dis quarterback is in fact Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff.
Oh shit!
Yeah, right?
Damn.
And so the reason I did this is because now you have a year 2 comparison through 2 games of Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford. And you wholeheartedly picked Jared Goff without knowing who he was based off of his stats. Sure, he's got a lower completion percentage and a little of fewer completions and fewer yards, but he makes up for it in his touchdown interception ratio, and he's keeping the ball in Lions' hands.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford's thrown 5
And in the end zone.
Yes, and in the end zone. But he's performing for the Lions. Sure, he's not Matthew Stafford, but so far this season, he's played above his potential, or above, I guess, what the Lions thought they were getting with him. So,
impressive.
yeah, right? I'm here to drop some fucking mind bombs on you guys.
Good stuff. Is that the only one, or do you have another one?
I could literally come up with another one on the spot if you want me to.
Go for it. I enjoyed that.
All right, fine. Fun. Welcome to Dis or Dat Part 2.
Woo! You get bonus this or that this week, y'all.
Bonus Dis or Dat. All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look.
Got to go big for the debut of Dis or Dat.
Yeah, might as well, right? Let's see. Let us see here. All right, here we go. Actually, you know what? I won't go running backs. Let's go wide receivers here for you. I think running backs is a little too tough. All right, remember, this is through 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
2 games. All right. Let me see here.
Receptions, yards, and touchdowns is fine, by the way.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to go. Okay. Let me see here. I'll give you some good. I'll give you something good here.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do for you. All right. I think I got it for you. Welcome back to This or That trademark. All right, Drew, I'm going to tell you this. Player A, this wide receiver. This wide receiver has 15 receptions for 133 yards and 2 touchdowns through 2 games.
Okay.
All right. Now, Dat, the second player, has 11 receptions for 122 yards and 3 touchdowns. So I tell you, Drew, this or Dat?
Dat. Give me Dat.
You going Dat?
I'm going Dat.
You going Dat?
Yeah, better.
All right.
Better yards per reception, more touchdowns. I like
All right,
that.
you ready for this? All right. Well, I'm going to tell you who this is, or would you like a guess?
I'll guess.
And I'll okay. Well, let me preface this for you here. So, player A is the 8th best wide receiver as far as receptions, yards, and touchdowns go altogether. He is the 8th best receiver. And player B is like 23rd. Mostly off of receptions, but
fantasy wise, or
not fantasy wise. I wouldn't say fantasy wise. I'd just say stat wise. Just stat wise.
Okay. I think A is Cooper Kupp.
You would be incorrect, sir. Cooper Kupp has 24 receptions this season so far.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know. I know it.
So who this?
This is Curtis Samuel.
Oh, shit. Okay. Damn.
Yeah, right? Curtis Samuel, so far this season, 15 receptions, 133 yards, two touchdowns.
Okay.
2 touchdowns.
And then that makes Dat Jahan Dotson?
It does not.
Damn it.
Dat.
Good guess, though. You gotta admit that was a good guess.
I appreciate the guess. I made it specifically so that you wouldn't want to guess Jahan Dotson because of the whole Lions-Rams thing from the previous Dis or Dat that has no relation to this episode whatsoever. But nope, it is not Jahan Dotson. I will give you one more guess.
AJ Brown?
Nope. AJ Brown has 15 receptions, 224 yards, no touchdowns.
No touchdown? I thought he scored a touchdown.
No touchdowns.
Who do it?
Drew, your Dat player is Michael Thomas.
Oh, shit. Solid stats from Mikey Boy.
And the reason I did this is to give you a player that no one gives respect and a player that everyone wrote off because of injuries.
Fair enough.
It goes to show you don't truly know the player until you look at the numbers. Sure, you can watch on-field product, but you'd be surprised at the numbers if you looked at it in a vacuum, and that is why I created This or That for us, for the gang and the boys and everyone on this entire planet. For
I
us
like this segment. I like this.
Yeah, it's a good segment, right? It's good. It's good, right? It doesn't take a lot of time. It's nice and easy. I can come up with stuff on the spot if I want to surprise you guys. Whatever you guys want to do. But that was This or That. I definitely think that, using the stats and kind of looking at it subjectively like that, not subjectively, objectively, right? Do I use that right? Yes. Looking at stats objectively like that kind of helps you, especially in a fantasy sense.
Yeah.
Too, because if you're looking at a player based solely off of name, and you aren't looking at the stats, you're not looking at the trends, fantasy wise, it's going to screw you. But if you can put aside your prejudices, you don't have a name to the stats, you know what's going on, and you know the trends, you're going to do well. And it kind of pairs in with our fantasy corner. It pairs in well with our betting corner. You know what I mean? So kind of something to bring everything together in a fun little segment that has nothing to do with AI generated bullshit. Because that was terrifying.
Oh, I hated that. I hated every second of that.
Oh my god, that was crazy. Anyways, guys, let's get into our final thoughts here. Drew, do you have any final thoughts for our lovely people here before we sign off?
I just unfortunately don't think that anything is really going to live up to week 2, 2022.
I agree. I think that we kind of have to, manage our expectations as far as last week and coming into this week, and kind of looking at some of the matchups. It's not going to be like last week. There are a couple of good matchups, but we can't expect every week to be like last week, and we can't expect every week to even be like week 1. There are going to be weeks where everything that's supposed to happen happens. And that's just the way it works, right? Teams that are supposed to get blown out will get blown out. Teams that are supposed to win are going to win. And you know what? You have those kind of weeks. And for the most part, that is exactly how things work out, like 7 times out of 10. But you have those other 3 that work out exactly like week 2. So it's a real toss-up. I'm hoping we get another week 2. It's entertaining. Now that I don't have stake in the playoffs anymore, I would just rather see the world burn. So it's a great position to be in, honestly. I can kind of understand why James likes it. Just kind of says, fuck it. Doesn't matter. You get injured? Cool. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye.
Fair enough.
Oh, jeez. But anyways, yeah, final thoughts are, like Drew said, don't get your hopes up. Manage your expectations on week 3. I mean, it's 2 minutes into Browns Steelers, so just enjoy that, and then don't watch the Colts. I guess just don't do it to yourself.
Don't be a Colts fan.
Just don't do it. Just don't. Jonathan, I feel for you, buddy. If you ever want to come play for the Patriots, please. But I feel bad. Because Colts are goddamn awful. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate all the watch, follows, likes, whatever you guys throw our way. You know where to find us. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Our podcasts are on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. You know where to find us. You've been listening. All 0 of you at home. But it's all right. We do it for our fun, not for you guys. But we also love you too. Thank you so much for tuning in, and stay snuggy.
Bye.
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 Bye, Squid.